What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be having a look at what appears to be the full score streak list for Call of Duty World War II. If you guys played the beta build of the game, you'll know that we had access to only 9 score streaks. It looks like in the full build of the game, we're going to have double that at 18. Keep in mind, this list is a leak, it was data mined, and therefore it is subject to change. It's possible that there's some assets that they have in there that they won't actually use in the full build of the game, and it's also possible that there's other stuff that just wasn't included in this particular list that could potentially come in the future. Having said this, I feel like with the score streak list itself, unlike a bunch of the other leaks, I feel like this one is practically set in stone, so I'm personally pretty confident that this will be our full score streak list, but who knows, we might see something a little bit different than what we see here. So first up, let's cover the score streaks really quickly that were in the beta. You guys have already seen these before, so we're just going to skim through them super quickly. We've got the Molotov, the Recon plane, care package, fighter pilot, glide bomb, flamethrower, mortar strike, artillery barrage, and paratroopers. Now let's start covering the ones that have been leaked that we haven't seen yet. First up, we have an advanced Recon aircraft. So the advanced UAV looks like it's coming back. No confirmation yet on whether that will be a sweeping UAV or if it will be a Treyarch style where it's always active and displays your enemies in real time as well as the direction they're looking. Personally, I think it's likely going to be a sweeping radar, similar to what we see in CoD World War II when you call in 3 Recon aircrafts. If you stack 3 Recon aircrafts, it not only increases the speed of your sweeps, but it also gives you a little arrow on top of the dot. This is what I think the advanced UAV will probably look like. I do hope they improve the arrows a little bit though. I didn't really like the looks of having just a little directional arrow within a dot, rather than the actual triangles that show the direction the enemy is looking. I'm hoping they change that up a little bit from when you stack 3 Recon planes, but we'll just have to wait and find out about this one. Moving on to the next one, this is the carpet bomb, and it's also listed in the code as airstrike. If I'm not mistaken, this is what we see at the end of the beta trailer here, where you just pick a direction, you pick the area that you want this strike to come in at, and it simply flies through and drops a line of bombs to kill enemies. Moving on to the next one, this one was actually in the E3 build of the game, so it's already been confirmed quite some time ago. This is the counter Recon aircraft. It's basically just a counter UAV. It's going to make their minimap fuzzy, and it also might destroy enemy Recon planes. Next up, we've got the emergency airdrop, and this is something that we saw way back in Modern Warfare 2, where you call in a care package, but instead of one care package, you get several different care packages. Now, we don't know exactly how many care packages we're going to get out of this, but it is kind of cool to see that return, as long as it's a somewhat higher streak. I wouldn't want to see these things coming in all the time, because they can be game changers. But if they make it more to that mid to high tier, then I have no problem with it. Next up, we've got a fire bombing run. So this is going to be kind of like a napalm strike from Black Ops 1, if you guys remember that. So it's a bombing run that will drop fire instead of bombs, and that fire will likely linger for several seconds so you can shut down certain lanes with it. Moving on to flak guns, we saw this in the E3 build of the game, but not in the beta. With this one, when you call it in, it destroys any enemy aerial streaks that are currently in the air, and it will destroy any new ones that they call in for a certain period of time. Next up, we have one of the highest streaks in the game, and potentially the highest streak in the game, aside from the hidden one. This is the ball turret gunner. Again, this is something that was in the E3 build of the game, and we actually have some gameplay of this as well. It's not my gameplay. I will leave a link to the source down below if you want to go and check out more of it. But as you can see, it's like a Black Ops 1 chopper gunner. Just flies around and you just rain down bullets on enemy players. Next up, we have something that a lot of people have been asking about for quite some time. Dogs are confirmed. So there will be attack dogs in this game. This isn't super surprising to me, but they have really kept this under wraps for a long time. So we haven't really heard much about dogs or anything. I'm very happy to see them return, and I'm guessing they're going to be more of a somewhat higher streak like Black Ops 2, rather than just like a 7-kill streak that we saw in World at War. So finally, I saved the best for last. This is the V2 rocket. Now, it looks like the V2 rocket is going to be the quote-unquote nuke type streak in this game. Of course, it's not actually a nuke or an atom bomb, but it's more along the lines of like a Moab, for instance, where it's a very big bomb that can cause a lot of damage, and I would say it can cause enough damage to level a Call of Duty map, and therefore it's likely going to be that 25 to 30 gun streak where you don't have to actually equip it on your class, it's just active there for everybody, kind of that hidden streak. And if you get a 25 or 30 gun streak, you get to call this in, it comes in, blows up the entire map, kills everybody on the map. but I don't think it's going to be game ending. I feel like it's going to be more along the lines of a Moab, where it comes in, kills everybody, and the match continues on. But we're going to have to wait and find out more information about this. I don't know what else the V2 rocket could possibly be. It would be far too big of an explosion for it to be a regular score streak, where you can just earn it for getting, what, 1,500 scores, something along those lines. It wouldn't really make sense, because it is big enough where it's definitely going to be leveling the map. So you can take this as practically confirmation of a secret nuke type streak being in the game. I'm glad they actually went with the V2 rocket instead of an atom bomb. A lot of people, when we were talking about the potential for a nuke or an atom bomb, they were saying, well, that doesn't make sense because those weren't used in the European theater. Well, V2 rockets were used, and it's about the right size to count for this. So there we have it. That's going to wrap it up for what appears to be the full score streak list for CoD World War II. I'd like to know in the comment section below, which one of these are you most excited for? And also, do you think I'm on point with the V2 rocket? Do you think it is going to be that Moab-like streak, where you have to get 25 to 30 gun kills in a row, and then it comes on and kills everybody? Or do you think it might somehow end up being a regular score streak in the game? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.